Before I go in and change I think it was the distance at which more detailed uh, textures are drawn. And I think I changed the indexing to always use the highest level mipmap or the most detailed mipmap. Um, Before I change that, let me show you another test real quick where I'm actually going to go over close enough to that cell because I've actually loaded. Let me show you here. So I've loaded another game just like the previous test, and I'm going to do this before I say, like I say, before I change any settings or anything like that to try to isolate it more. I've got some things I need to do today, so I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to get everything done that I want to do. But I loaded the same game save back up, but this time, when I go across the bridge, I'm going to go close enough to that vehicle, UPC or whatever the thing is. I'm going to get close enough to it to load it before I go over the bridge and see if I have the same problem. Because if you remember, if I just run down this road and I keep a distance from that particular cell, it will unload. It'll unload. It actually unloads all the meshes in that cell and the textures and stuff. So, see, there's the vehicle right there. See, there's the vehicle right there. So I'm going to get close enough to it to make sure that it loads that particular cell. And it only affects that cell. It doesn't really affect, this is not something you see all over the place. Now, this could be maybe something with the trees. I have to have a little bit more time, do a little bit more research to see what data is available. But notice, here's where, again, that loading pause happened. I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's actually a very brief pause. And then if you go across the bridge, notice that that vehicle does not disappear. So this is like a second test to show you under what conditions that cell will not unload and under which conditions it does unload. So it looks like if you get close enough to load it, whatever happens during that cell loading, the data is there in memory. And when if I go to load the game save back that I currently just did, or better yet, when I fast travel to Sanctuary, it puts me back by the workbench. When I run out, and I'll show this in the next video, I've got to step out here and get some things done, and then I'll have more time to come back in and tinker with this. But
Is that a problem?
if I fast travel to Sanctuary, go to the workbench, and then come back out. So if I have to load the Sanctuary 5x5 cell, the UGrids, and then you have the whatever, and like I said, I don't know the distance. I don't know how far UGrids go out, so I'm not sure the distance before it starts loading other things. But when that happens, and I come back across this bridge, that will disappear again. So it
How's
only
it
does
going?
not, it
When
won't
was the
disappear
last
if I
time
get
you had a
close enough
good
to
cup of
actually, I
coffee?
guess, load the U-grids or something along those lines. So I'm thinking that because that's getting unloaded and it shouldn't, and I do get a crash right about in here, I believe when it disappears, which I'll show you in the next video, like I say, when I have more time, but it'll be here in a little bit. You can actually, I can actually go over and take a look at the metric data and see if we can, or see if somehow if that relates to the behavior that we're seeing in the
Hey,
rendering engine. All right, so just wanted to leave you with that, and then again, I'll tinker around later on this evening with this when I have some more time.